Alright guys, welcome to my channel today. Today we have the Mooncool. This is the TKPro Mooncool. Thank you very much for sending this thing down. You guys are awesome as always. We're going to get this thing opened up. We're going to put it together. This is the trike. We're going to see what this thing's all about. And this thing's got gears on it now, 6 speeds, and it has a torque sensor. So let's get this thing opened up. All right. Should be enough. We'll take these last two tabs out of here and we'll see if we can lift this box up. We're just going to work it up. And there it is. So we will start cutting off some of these tabs. All right, guys, we already put that front wheel on. That was easy. It's a through axle. Now we have to put the rear fenders on, but I'm putting little felt pads in here to make it so that the fenders don't rattle. This was a trick that Rip One Outdoors did on his, so I did the same thing and it worked out well. I have no rattles in the fender, which is great. So these are just, like I said, little round felt pad. So these fenders, people are having difficulty getting these on here, and really, it's not that hard if you have a long extension for your socket. So, and that's what I ended up doing. Well, once I got these in place and the bolts set in there, I just took a long extension and my ratchet wrench, which is battery operated, so it made it even easier. I know most people don't have one of these, but you can do it still by hand with this long extension. If not, it's very difficult to do. People have taken the baskets off to make it easier. That's an option you could do, but that's just one more procedure. I would go to the hardware store and buy myself a long extension is what I would do. This is probably the hardest part of doing this whole thing, is getting this thing there. I also went around and tweaked the fenders and got them over the tires just right, because I'm very picky about that. This is the screen on the bike, very nice colored screen on this thing. This thing shows you all kinds of things. We'll go over that later though. We were still trying to get this bike together, so I'm testing out now to make sure that the motor works before we put too much of this thing together. If there's something wrong with it, I want to deal with it right away. So again, I pick up the rear end, put it in pass one, and hit the throttle on it. So now we're going to put the seat on this thing, and very nice seat, guys. I've used this seat in the past and didn't really like it, but I like this one. You got to get that in here. A lot of people have trouble with this thing. You have to turn that thing to tighten it up, and then you push it. So it's very hard to do. You may have to give it a little whack with a rubber hammer or something too. So also making sure the pass is working on this thing by turning this with it in the air. I can make sure that the pass is working. So again, we're going to put the basket on now. Very simple. You've got to take the bolts out that you have there and put them in. You put this light on here. It's puts it up in the front, so the fender, if it was down lower, it would hit the basket on it. So it's not something you want to do. So these things tend to loosen up, but you've got to really turn that thing in there tight, and then run the wires, put some wire wraps around that to hold the wires where they need to go. There's some little slots in that bottom piece to line up that. And now you put the basket on, 4 screws, that goes right in there, and you'll be good to go on that. So pretty simple to put this bike together. The other thing I want to remind you guys to do is to check the air pressure in your tire, and air pressure is totally up to you. I like to run mine towards the higher end. It gets better mileage out of the battery when you do that. But if you're going to be doing a lot of dirt road riding, I don't know, you might want it smaller. So this is the twist throttle up here. This is how you shift the gears. And the brake is really nice in this. You just flip that lever, pull the thing back, and it either releases it or engages it. So the parking brakes are a big improvement on this model. Again, flip this around, the lever is engaged, flip it the other direction and touch it, and it goes right open. Very, very nice. The best parking brakes I have seen on a trike. The wire management on this is very nice also. Um, it's nice and clean. You want to make sure you plug that screen in because the screens come unplugged. This is how you change your passes. This is your directionals. You can also get your trip on here, your all your different things on here. You got your horn right here, and it's a nice little horn. It's not obnoxious. This is a telescoping handlebar, so you can set the height at wherever you want it. You can also roll these handlebars back by loosening up those four bolts. Here's the screen. I'm going to show you some things. Here's your pass levels going up. The pass levels are what's going to make the bike go faster or slower. So 0, there's no ability to have assistance when pedaling it. And here's your trip, your different things that you have by toggling through the switch there. You can get to all that. So very nice screen. Again, this is a folding handlebar, so you can, make this thing smaller for storage or to get it into a vehicle or something, which I still wouldn't want to put this in a vehicle. It's pretty big. You've got the rear rack on this thing. You've got your differential down in there, and your brake and your motor. And this is a well put together bike. We did have a little problem with the drivetrain on it, which they've figured out. So your seat is adjustable. Your tail light on this, your directionals on this, and you also have brake lights on the ends there. I would rather see the directionals there. I don't know why they don't do that, but they're brake lights out there. And a lot of people complain because when you set the parking brake and the keys on, it still has the light on. The shine on this thing's incredible, guys. This is your 20 amp hour battery on this bike, 48 volts, 20 amp hours, so you can go pretty far with this thing. A 750-watt motor, and your controller is right here, guys. So that's your 750 motor, very powerful, good hill climber, and you've got 6 speeds on this thing. Very, very nice. Um, Again, this is got a derailleur down the bottom here, hangs out on the bottom, so don't go running over some big rocks or a stick or something. You gotta watch out for that thing. Just remember it's there. Your brake on this thing is small, but it only goes to 14.5 miles an hour, so you're not going to really ghost pedal. Again, it's a folding bike, guys, if you need to fold it. You've got a suspension shock on this thing and a through axle. The through axle makes it very easy to put this thing together. Just slide that thing through and turn it on, and your front wheel's on there. You got a 180 millimeter brakes on this. They're hydraulic and they work great. So this thing, like I said, all in all, is a super bike, trike, whatever you want to call it. It's still technically a bike, so I call it a bike all the time. Again, good looking, different colors on these bikes. I forget how many colors it has. You can lock out the front forks on this if you want, so there's no suspension at all. Don't know why you'd want to do that, but you've also got a torque sensor on this bike rather than a canvas. That means it will feel how much pressure you're putting on these pedals and will adjust the speed. And you'll see this when I do a ride. The speed control on this bike is incredible. The wire management down inside the tube there, super nice. You've got 20-inch by 3-inch tires on this thing. There are some pretty aggressive treads, so it works out well on the rail trails or the beach or wherever you want to go. The light on this thing is very well lit up. It works well at night. It is a projection light, so it shines way out in front of you. It's really nice light. You'll see that when you get out there in the dark. Again, you've got these fenders, which are a problem for a lot of people. Go down and get yourself that extension. These are the bags that are available from Mooncool. I suggest you get them. You can check the power level directly on the battery if you want without turning on the screen. So again, if you ever have to take these rims off, you pull those little black caps, the nuts under there, and you can pull them off. This is how you adjust your seat. Again, I said a lot of people struggle with that. Just tighten it up. There's a little nut on it. Tighten it up, push it in, and you may have to hit it with a rubber hammer. Again, here's your screen. Very good looking screen. It's got your pass levels on it and everything. You've got your telescoping handlebars here, so you can put them at whatever height you want. Very, very comfortable to work with. So the seat has a nice little hole in it for some cool air. All right, guys, we are on the TK Pro today, and I'm going to pedal this thing in pass 1, and I'm going to show you how slow I can pedal this thing without it taking off. I'm actually doing 2.9 miles an hour here, 1.9, so you can really slow these things down if you want to, or you just start pedaling, put some pressure into this thing, and it'll go and take off. It is in 1, so it will do about 7.5 miles an hour. We're doing 5.7 right now. This is a very nice trike, guys. So this is 7.5 miles an hour, and we're going to turn around. We're going to put it in pass 2, and we're going to see what we can do in that. And right now in pass 2, I have to knock the gears up because we have gears on this, and I'm doing about 9 miles an hour right now in pass 2. So pass 2 is good for 9 miles an hour, very comfortable. Now we're going to knock it up to pass 3 to see what we can do in pass 3. So pass 3, I'm gonna get going here. We're at 9, 10, 11 miles an hour. So this wants to be at about 11 to 11.5 in pass 3. We're going to put it in pass 4 now, and it's going to take off because I'm pedaling pretty good. We're doing 13 miles an hour in pass 4. So we're at actually about 12. So pass 4 will be about 12 miles an hour, guys. All right, we're in pass 5 now. We're going to take right off, and we can get this bike up to 15.5 miles an hour in pass 5. All right, we're going to throttle only in pass 1 now, and we're at 7.5 miles an hour. We're going up to pass 2, which is going to bring us up to 9.5 miles an hour, roughly. Now we're in pass 3, which is going to bring us up to 11 to 11.5 miles an hour, more like 11. All right, we're in pass 4 now. Pass 4 is going to bring us up to almost 13 miles an hour in pass 4 on throttle. Pass 5 is going to put us at 15.5 miles an hour, 15.5. All right, guys, I'm in pass 5, and I'm going to pedal really slow. And it's taking me up to about 5 miles an hour, just rotating my feet. So in pass 5, you can keep it. I'm at 4 miles an hour right now, just rotating my feet. So it's a very controllable trike, like I said. They did an awesome job making this thing very friendly for seniors, and I think you're going to like this bike, guys, especially with the gearing and stuff on it. It's pretty nice. So these things, I mean, you can just lay back and cruise. I've got the seat on it that I can lean back onto. I do have it leaning back a little bit, so it's not that bad. If you guys are bothered by the seat pushing at you, try tipping the seat back a little bit and see if that works for you, because it does for me, and I normally don't like these backrests on the trikes. All right, guys, this is a very nimble trike also, very stable. It's very hard to get the rear wheel to come up on this. You can, but it's very hard.
Super nice bike, guys. Like I said, directionals, horn, nice colored screen on it. You're going to like this thing. The other thing on this trike is the parking brakes on this thing are really nice. You just flip this lever, gauge that thing, and I have the parking brake. You have it on both sides. You can flip the lever on this side, and now you have both of them. To unlock them, you just flip the levers back. It's still holding, the brake is on, but the minute I go like that, now the brake is released on it. So super easy compared to the old ones. I think you guys are gonna like this. We've got, like I said, the speed for the pedaling is right here as far as the chain, and the speed for the bike as far as the pass is on this side. So you got a little horn on this thing, you've got directionals on this thing, and it's is it worth it over the TK1? Absolutely, I think. You've got a much bigger motor on this thing. You got a bigger battery. I think it's definitely worth it. And guys, don't forget I got that $100 off, so get that code out of there and save the $100 if you're going to buy one of these. So awesome bike, guys. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.